So today I'm going to play this game. It's called Cross Logic, and I'm going to do a new game, and we're going to let's do a normal level. Let's see, it might take some time, but yeah, let's do a normal level. I did a lot of easy levels because it just gets better. There's the hard one. I went up to a certain number of normal levels, and that's why the hard levels are open. But for this video, I'm going to do a normal level video. And there's usually an ad. You just have to skip through it. Games like this that you find on the App Store usually have ads, and unless you want to purchase or remove ads with money, there's no way to get rid of the ads. So I just skip here. It's just a few seconds, and then you can skip it. There you go. And things like this come up. You just have to click done and get rid of the ads. There you go. All right, so we're going to do a normal level. So this is how it came up. And here's the clues that we can use. And this normal level has, these are the topics: restaurant name, cuisine, name of person, and cuisine on both sides. So the story is about restaurant visitors, and here's the clues. The first clue says, Carrie did not visit Chewing Place. So we go to Carrie, the name, and then Chewing Place is a no. That's the name of the restaurant. And you can cross it off if you want, or you can leave it so you can use that clue again later. The next clue says, Vincent was not in Crabsons and Sons. He visited someplace with world cuisine. So Vincent, let's go to Vincent, and did not go to Crabsons and Sons. He visited someplace with world cuisine. So if it's world cuisine, that's probably global cuisine. So instead of, so not fusion hot novel, we're going to do Vincent global. All right. Sylvia is not into fusion restaurants. So go to Sylvia and say no for fusion. All right. Seth likes hot cuisine. So go to Seth and we put a like for hot. So that leaves Sylvia for the nouvelle. And that leaves fusion for Carrie. All right. So the fourth clue says, Carrie and the other person who was at Fast and Cheap visited places with fusion and novel cuisines. So it's Carrie and the other person who was at Fast and Cheap. The other person besides Carrie was at Fast and Cheap. Visited places with novel and cuisine. Visited places with fusion and novel cuisines. So we know that Carrie is the fusion, and we know that this novel person went to Carrie and Carrie and one other person who was at Fast and Cheap visited places with fusion and novel cuisines. So the logic here is that we know that Carrie's the fusion one, and it says the other person was at Fast and Cheap. So besides Carrie, the other person says nouvelle cuisine. So the one who went to nouvelle cuisine is the one who went to Fast and Cheap. So I see, since Sylvia was at Nouvelle, she must be the one that went to Fast and Cheap. That's the logic. And it says Lux Kitchen is the place where world cuisine is served. So we know that Vincent is the one who likes global, so we know that Vincent went to Lux Kitchen. And that leaves Carrie at Crabsons and Sons, and leaves Seth at Chewing Place. And then it's crossed off.